Look at this thing I'm on. A bit different, isn't it? I wanted to try something different, you know, like trying things that are different. You know, like trying things that are different. And this is a nuts cockpit view. Absolutely nuts cockpit view. This bike is pretty much brand spanking new from the rent place I get the bikes from here. It's the, in case you guys didn't notice, it's the FJ-09. Ooh, first gear is nice and long, isn't it? First initial impressions is very comfortable. The seat is like so flat, like it's almost like backwards. You know, it's almost angled in the reverse way, backwards almost. It's not, but it feels that flat, which is something I love. I love my upright bikes. I'm sure you guys know that by now, and I'm sure you guys also know, if you've been following me for a while, that I absolutely love the 09, the FZ-09, MT-09, depending on where you are. So I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try this, and here I am. I thought I'd try something like this because I've never rode anything like this before, ever. I've never rode, I want to say a touring bike. I mean, this is a very sport orientated touring bike. It's not just a touring bike, do you know what I'm saying? It is very sport orientated. So one thing I've noticed is it looks like a heavy beast, right? At least from here anyway. It does look like a heavy beast from here. I mean, there's so much shit going on right here, but it's really not. It feels, for what you think, it feels very light. But yeah, so far I've only hit the highway. I'm heading up the biggest mountain in the whole of Thailand, so believe me when I say there's going to be a lot of turns to test the handling. Right at this moment, it's handling it really well. Really well. It's obviously got, like, I mean, I keep saying it, it's got a shit ton of poke. Do you know what I'm saying? The poke is nuts. The power is just fucking all over, you know, all day long. I want to test the traction control. Press it again and it's off. Press it again and it's on. That's just changing the modes. But this thing has just got a shit ton of power and then some, you know. I mean, alright, it might not be a sport bike or something, but I mean, it's fucking comfy as well. Fucking hell. It's well comfy. Thing's got oodles of power. So for highway use, big ass check. See you the next time. Look at that ass. I see you the next time. Oh, I should have said see you next time. See you the next time. Wait, hold on. I want to see that again. Look at the Yamaha logo when it lights up. Wait, hold on, look. See you next time. Oh my days, that's wicked. I love that. I love that. Give me these little cheesy one-liners as I'm leaving the bike. Let me just change the mode right here. There you go, mode A. It's got that kind of torque when you accelerate. You can feel the back getting a bit loose. You can feel the bike starting to get a bit loose because it's just got the torque to break traction mid-corner, and that's nice to have. Yeah, you can feel that. All of the suspension on the bike kind of like you could just feel the back just like sucks down, you know, it just goes because as soon as you're on the power, not in a bad way, it's not affecting the handling really, but I can just feel it. It's just power to ground. It's a lot of torque, but in the corners so far feels really nice, really nice. I do like the position of this bike a lot. The seat is very comfortable and my knees aren't bent too much. Like I said earlier, I'm 6'3", so having a bit more distance on the cockpit is a nice thing to have. I can feel my feet slash pegs are pretty close to the ground in the corners here. I don't know if that would become a problem if you really tried getting down. I'm still taking it easy though. I mean, I've just rented this bike, I don't want to be going too fast. Yeah, it's got power for for days, man. I changed gear a bit early there. Brakes feel really good. And yeah, I mean, in the corners, the power. Yeah, there's nice bite on that brake as well. Yeah, man. Thoroughly impressed. You know, definitely a bike you can travel on, but you still want to give it a rip, and you know, you can overtake sport bike guys on the outside if you've got the skills. Price for performance as a package and everything else you get in like this, and you know, obviously you're getting the Yamaha as well, really does make a lot of sense. I love having that kind of torque where you can just make the back step out just a tad. I guess the number one thing I would say from everything so far is that it doesn't feel heavy at all. I mean, and technically it's 210-ish kilos, and that isn't heavy. You know what I mean? That is not heavy, especially for a bike in this category. Very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. Yeah, man, it's nice. It's very smooth. I want to know what that is. Can someone tell me what that is? Can you see that? It looks like a fucking circuit board. Okay. This bike, this engine, it's a fantastic engine. It's fucking torquey as anything. It's really smooth, so you can just be like super cash. You know, it's got Yamaha D mode, right, where you choose the modes and shit. It's got A, B, and no, A standard and B, and like straight up I just leave it in A all the time. I like the I like that snappiness, you know. That's all about me, man. That's all I'm about right there. But if it was raining, yeah, for real, sometimes I might put it in B, because the amount of torque you can feel, like you can feel the back stepping out, and this is crazy dry roads. It's just got that much torque, you know. So if it was raining, yeah, I'd definitely, you know, make you put it in B or something like that. And also another thing, standing up. It's a nice bike standing up on. It's spacey, roomy, you know what I'm saying. Looking down on it's funky. Look at it, look. Looks like a fucking praying mantis or some shit. When I first rode the 09, now obviously I keep talking about the 09 because it's the same engine and everything. When I first rode the FZ or MT-09, I should specify here, I was blown away, and I was just like, yo, fuck me, this thing is the biggest beast ever, and I loved it. It was the first time trying a bike with that much power. I haven't had the same effect with this bike. I think it's because I've grown as a rider, I got more experience since then. It was quite a long time ago. It doesn't frighten me as much. It doesn't have as much torque as I was almost thinking. You know, it's going to be a bit heavier than the 09 as well, but I'm not disappointed by any means. It's extremely torquey, and one of the nice things as well, you can just lug around in like second or I mean not second, in fourth or fifth, and just roll on the throttle, and the power would just keep you there, man. There's you know, it's just all good. Fucking quiet up here though, look, man, there's no one here. Last time I came up here and it was cold, there's all of these spaces were full, man. Every one of these spaces right here, fucking full. I was thinking about, would you do this some off-roading on this bike? I don't think so. I love that look. See you next time. Oh my goodness, see you next time when you turn ignition off. That's crazy. Yeah, so I reckon you could do some off-roading, but I think you can just tell by the power and everything else that it really is a bike primarily focused for the road. But hold on a second, look, man, it's sitting pretty. I think it's a nice looking bike, I must admit. So this color, as you can see, is the silver, matte silver. It's got the little blue accents going on with a sticker here and the blue wheels and stuff. Quite like the gold forks as well. It's nice looking, isn't it? So obviously, starting from the front, Dunlop Sport Max D 222Fs. Not crazy about them, but they're alright. I'm not going too hard on them, so I think they're alright. See his ABS sticker there. We've got twin discs here. The brakes have a nice bite. I changed the lever. You can see the little adjustment here. I actually didn't particularly dig it when I first saw the bike, you know, on the internet and stuff like that, but I must admit, I think it's nice looking. I do. You can see the 3 pipes right there because it is a triple. that brings me to the actual specs. So the specs of the bike, it is a triple, obviously. It's a cross-plane triple. It's got 115 horsepower, 68 foot-pounds of torque, so it's a torquey beast. And the weight is 210 kilos. So the weight's good, the power's good, the torque's good. It's very, I think it feels like a sport bike or a naked bike like the 09 really, in dressed up like this, you know. So it is one of these kind of touring bikes, but you know, it's obviously got the power and everything. I really like them. I think they're really like angular, they're really nice. You look like they're gonna hit, but they don't, you know. You can see the full thing there. I think they really go with the design right here on the front. The screen is adjustable. Right here there's a little power output thing here, so you can like charge a phone or GPS or whatever you want. Looking along the side of the bikes, you see the engine, you see the frame here. Quite like this colour, because the bits are all blacked out, you know, and the silver is just like there, and the blue is kind of nicely incorporated throughout, I guess you could say. This is all the shop has put on for bags, and blacked out suspension, the springs right there, and the chain. The tyres are a 120 on the front and a 180 on the back. Like I said, driving up the mountain here, when you're really kind of ringing it, the torque, you can feel the bike kind of, you know, coming out of line a little bit like that, but it's got traction control. You always turn that on if you want to make sure you don't end up going backwards up the road. The seat's adjustable, and then you've got a center stand right here, so you guys can see center stand. I think the styling is very nice. I like the vent, and when you stand up, this isn't in your way, and I've got long legs, so if you're smaller than me, you ain't gonna have a problem with that. If you're taller than me, I don't think you'd have a problem with that either. I don't particularly like the look of the seat, but you can totally see if someone sat on that, you know, it scoops to the back and it comes a bit higher at the front, so it's going to be really comfortable for a pillion, I have no doubt about that. Mirrors are good, handlebars are nice, you know, the bend is okay. It's a very nice start up, isn't it? I like that start up. So you've got a gear indicator, odometer. As you can see, the bike's done 4,251k. You got average fuel. Oh wait, do I change it here? Yeah, I change it here. Okay, trip 1, trip 2, odometer. This is the button to change it right here. This thing, like I said, I have no idea what that is. It looks like a fucking circuit board. And then we've got average temperature, C temp, 100% sure what that is. Time trip, back to the odometer and average fuel and everything. But then obviously you've got the you know, you've got your revs here, you've got the time, kilometers, fuel going along here, you've got fuel. Mode, you've got standard, you change it right here. You've got A, B, standard. When you turn it off, you turn it back on, it goes back to standard. You've got eco mode. Eco mode just comes on with when you're consistent with the throttle, so it's conserving petrol for you. What else have we got? We've got the horn, indicators, high beam, low beam. Let's put that back to odometer. You got your flash here, kill switch here, and also the way to turn it on. So you got that's completely off. You got it primed and ready to go, and then start. Little red lights here on the side to press that. See here, look, there you go. It's the back light. Indicators are but as ugly pieces of crap. Well, it would have been nice if they featured it in the handguards, I reckon. But you know, can't ask for everything, I guess. Now the front, I like the front a lot. I think the front is nice, man. I mean, look at that light, right? You've got that one is lit up, and this is obviously your low beam, right? And then obviously the high beam, the other one will light up. But what I like a lot, because a lot of these bikes these days have one light lit up and one light not lit up, right? So what I like a lot is the way that it's still got this strip of lights here, these like 3 kind of LEDs above the light that's off, intentionally off. So because some people think that, oh, like, you know, the light is broke or something like that because only one is lit up. I don't know, some people have that opinion. I've seen people talk about that kind of thing. For me personally, I've always liked one light just being lit up on the side, but for anyone that might think it's broke or anything like that, it's on there. But I actually quite like the way they've implemented that with the little, you know, it's on but not on feature. Let me put high beam on so you guys can see. So that's high beam there, they're both on. So the indicators are up here, nice and visual, easy to see. You want to turn the traction control on, you just hold that down And then there you can go, there you go, you can see it says TCS right there. Press it again, it's off. And then obviously this is your rev limiter. Sounds sweet, and it goes sweet, boy. It's nice sounding, man. Got that triple power, bro. Yeah, see you next time. Fucking see you next time. I can't get over that shit too. Ugh, fucking crap everywhere. Take a pagoda and shit. Call it pagoda. Might be something else. Stupa, pagoda. Fuck is traction control on and give it a rip. These roads are fucked here. Forgetting when I turn the bike off, it's going back to standard. We can't be having standard. I need A with traction control on. Nice back brake as well. I don't feel it kicking in, so well, I mean, I'm pretty much ripping it there as far as I'm comfortable to on these roads. The road condition here is a little bit worse. Yo, sup? See you next time. It's nice looking in it. I think it looks like a fucking praying mantis on crack or something. Look at it there, look. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice looking. I like this little vent here. It's like a little possessed smiley face under the actual headlights, under the eyes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I give this a double thumbs up, man. A double Motoman thumbs up. Comment, subscribe, share the video. If you got any questions, let me know, yo. Motoman out.